So today we are gonna be reacting to the stupidest criminals. I can't even speak no more. The stupidest criminals of all time. Uh, I mean, I really like this type of videos. I really like reacting to this type of video. So when I saw it, I literally thought that it was a no-brainer. So yeah, we're not gonna waste any more time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow my podcast called All or Nothing, nothing without the G at the end. We have new episodes every Wednesday and every Sunday at 5 p.m. live. Everything is live, very authentic, cause that's my motto. My motto is always to be authentic. So yeah, that's why it's always live. So yeah, let's get right into the video then. Let's go.
In 2009, Matthew McNally and Joey Miller robbed a home in Iowa using masks drawn onto their faces with permanent black marker. Whilst on the run, the two discovered
Batman and Robin. Hey yo, it kind of looks like it, to be honest. Look,
drawn onto their faces with permanent.
after he drew, it kind of looks like the Batman mask, and this one, he just looks like Robin himself. Look.
Whilst on the run, the two discovered that permanent black marker doesn't rub off easily,
Oh,
leading to their
shit.
simple arrest and embarrassingly stupid mugshots.
Oh
However,
my
these two
God.
still look like geniuses in comparison to some of the other idiots we'll be talking about as we discuss the stupidest criminals of all time. Take for example MacArthur.
Shout out Sunny V too, though. Like, his videos are amazing. His videos are amazing. Why did it stop all of a sudden? Like, why does this always has to happen to me while I'm recording? Sometimes the internet literally just shuts down for some reason. I don't know why.
Take for example MacArthur Wheeler, who robbed two banks in broad daylight. Juice on his face would make him invisible to cameras. When shown the bank surveillance footage, Wheeler refused to believe that he was visible, stating to officers, "But I wore the juice," believing that as long as he didn't come near a heat source, he should have been completely invisible. Police concluded the Wheeler was not crazy or on drugs, just incredibly mistaken, with the lemon juice mistake eventually costing Wheeler a 24.5-year prison sentence.
Damn, 24. Brother, normally, I mean, nowadays, it's lower. Nowadays is lower, but that's almost like a quarter of your life, literally. If you live up to 100 years, which is normally where people go, if you live up to 100 years, that's literally a quarter of your life in prison. Like, oh my God, oh my, why?
However, if we're on the topic of terrible disguises, then we can't go past Dennis Hawkins, whose disguise as an old lady wasn't much better. His sweater accompanied fake
Old lady? You really think an old lady would have a beard? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. You just You. I mean, yeah. I mean, the video, the name of the video itself says it. The stupidest criminals of all time. It just makes sense, to be honest. It literally just makes sense. Why did he think that would work?
much better. His sweater accompanied fake boobs, a full
Okay, what the fuck is happening to this internet right now? It's never like this. I swear, it's never like this. It stops and then it comes back.
an hour after the
Oh God, this is gonna be a long day. This is gonna be a long day. Come back. I never had a problem with my internet. I don't pay fucking £50 for nothing. You better come back. Jesus Christ. I swear, brother. Come on, bro. And it's literally, right, it's literally not coming back. Let me try and reload it. This is, oh man, this thing's piss me off sometimes. I have good Wi-Fi.
Matthew McNally and Joey
So why the
Miller
fuck is he not working? Brother, come on, man. You can't be serious, brother. I'm literally just live streaming. It's not that I can cut the video and all of that. I'm literally just live streaming. You can't be serious, brother.
only an hour after the robbery. The police chief for the area
All right, I'm sorry, but we're gonna continue like this because this is the only way that it works. I can't go back.
stated he would get my nomination for dumbest criminal, I think. You still have his black facial hair with a blondish wig.
Exactly.
Definitely different. Different is also a good way to describe Patrick McGuire's disguise, who robbed an Illinois convenience store while covering his face with a clear plastic bag. He was only able to obtain $60 from the robbery. However, due to his extensive criminal history, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison for the stunt, meaning that he had to spend 1 year in prison for every $4 stolen from the store.
Imagine, bro. Imagine. Oh my god. Nah, you gotta be dumb, bro. You gotta be dumb.
Talk about a bad return. Equally bad was Paul Sinclair's, who attempted to rob a bank in Florida by using his fingers curled up into a gun shape. The quote-unquote weapon was so non-threatening that the bank teller gave him only $120, after which he'd flee on foot before being caught by police only 10 minutes later. Then there was James Blankenship, who thought that robbery was legal as long as you did it at a certain time of day. Back in 2013, Blankenship broke into his own mother's home, after which the police were called.
You cannot be serious, bro. You cannot be serious. I actually heard this story that like I don't know who told me the story, but this is a story where I was told, right? That if you like have intercourse at night, your girl won't get pregnant because the sperms are sleeping. Like same energy, bro. Same energy. Same energy. I don't know why. I don't know where I heard this. Completely forgot, but someone told me this. I don't know if I heard it online or whatever it was, but that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And I don't think nothing until I die. I won't.
To explain what had happened.
I won't hear the same thing.
The male was located under the house, hiding in a crawl space. When advised of his charges, he made the statement, "I thought you could only be charged with burglary if you break in during the night time." Blankenship was given 180 days in jail.
Damn.
And wanted to pay a $100 fine. Yet this wasn't the only time when a person was dumb enough to think that a law didn't apply to them. Because when Reuben Pavin was caught stealing from a charity thrift shop in New Hampshire, he'd state that he thought everything was free because of the name of the business, Finders Keepers. The sign did say Finders.
Nah, you can't be serious,
So I
bro.
took that DVD player, took it home. Pavin told the local TV
No
station. A
way.
couple of weeks later, the stuff is still there on the porch. So I'm thinking to myself, Finders Keepers. They probably just put stuff out there for people to take.
I mean, well, I guess you gotta give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt here, though. Just like 0.00001% of the benefit of the
The
doubt.
business responded via Facebook stating, "This man who was caught on video is saying it is all a misunderstanding. He thought everything at our store was free. Is that really the best defense he could come up with?" After which Pavin reportedly turned in the stolen goods to police, holding that he's not a bad person or a bad dad, and is rather just unbelievably stupid. But was he as dumb as Derek Mosley, who in 2013 attempted to rob a store named Discount Gun Sales by using a baseball bat? When Mosley allegedly barged into Discount Gun Sales and smashed a display counter with his baseball bat, the store manager simply pulled out his own personal firearm and pointed it straight at the would-be robber, holding Mosley in the store until he was arrested and charged with first-degree robbery.
You gotta be fucking stupid, bro.
A similar story then came out of Texas in July 2022 when a gun store was robbed at knife point, although this tale instead ended in a body bag as the robber was fatally shot by the store owner as he tried to exit with his loot. But what happens when you accidentally call 911 whilst committing a crime? Pocket dialing the police is probably a fairly common occurrence. However, for Carson Reinhardt and Nathan Teklemariam, it happened at the most unfortunate moment, specifically while they were breaking into a car. The alert dispatcher soon realized that the call was an accidental one, and moreover that the guys on the other end might be up to no good. For the next 35 minutes, the dispatcher stayed on the line, listening and gathering information, as Teklemariam and Reinhardt did the following. Discovered a car that they thought they could burglarize, discussed how to break into the car, allegedly broke into the car, exclaimed in delight over finding narcotics in the car, became confused as to how and why a police car was following them, and reacted in disbelief when the arresting officer revealed that they'd been on the line to 911.
Oh my
the entire
God.
time. Scott Simon found himself in a similar situation,
Oh
although
my
under much more severe
God.
circumstances. Whilst on trial for murder in 2015, Scott was successfully sentenced to life in prison, as 2 years prior he'd pocket dialed the police while admitting to a friend that he was the one who committed the crime. He had no idea he called 911, a sheriff's office spokeswoman told the Miami Herald. He basically told on himself, as did Albert Bailey, although in a
Like,
much
brother, you. Oh my God.
stupider way.
They be watching way too many movies, man. They be watching way too many movies and believing that just going for like a simple robbery is fine. Like, brother, there's some serious consequences from that. Prison. You end up getting charged. Like prison, it can be like a limited amount of time. The judges decide. I think on depending on the crime that you commit, how long you get, and then the other one obviously is ended up in the body bag, which we've seen an example now, and obviously from the rest like prison time or whatever, we've seen other example, many other examples. But god damn, bro, this is not movies. This is not movies,
He
man.
planned on robbing a bank in Fairfield, Connecticut, although rather than exercising the element of surprise, he'd call the bank prior to the robbery stating, "I want $100,000 in large bills and no die packs. I'll be sending someone into the bank to get the money. Don't call the police, we are monitoring the police scanner." Prior to making this phone call, Bailey had already served 7 years in prison for a previous bank robbery. However, this new plan was equally ineffective, as after arriving at the bank to collect his cash, Bailey was locked inside, arrested, and sentenced to another 9 years in prison. Although if he
Jesus.
wanted to avoid this time behind bars, he could have had a chat with Tito and Amanda Watts, who got arrested in Florida for selling tickets to enter heaven at a price of $100. Tito Watts said in his police statement, "I don't care what the police say, the tickets are solid gold, and it was Jesus who gave them to me behind the KFC and said to sell them so I could get me some money to go to outer space. You should arrest Jesus because he's the one who gave me the golden tickets and said to sell them. I'm willing to wear a wire and set Jesus up." The couple had
Oh my god. Oh my god. Nah, brother. Nah, bro. This is next level delusion. I swear to God. This is some next level delusion, brother. You can't make this shit up, man.
apparently earned over $10,000 from the stunt, meaning that they were able to find people even dumber than them, one of which might have been Ruben Zarate. While attempting to rob a muffler shop in 2008, Zarate was told that the shop couldn't access the money safe without their manager, who didn't begin his shift until later that afternoon. Instead of bailing on the robbery, Zarate instead gave them his phone number, asking them to give him a ring the next time the manager was in.
You cannot make this shit up, bro. You seriously cannot make this shit up, bro. You seriously cannot make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up, bro. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. You can't make this shit up, man. Brother, how are you gonna try and rob a store? And then because the manager's not in, they can't access the safe, and you give them your number, telling them to tell you when the manager's gonna be in, so you can go there and rob the store, obviously, and rob the safe, which only the manager has access to, right? They're gonna call you. Oh yeah, the manager's in store, right? Yeah, but the police is also here. Yeah, we're gonna tell him just the manager's here and the police is not here waiting for him. Yeah. He's in the store. You can come in now.
Zarate instead gave them his phone number, asking them to give him a ring the next time the manager was in. They did so later that afternoon, although after returning to the store, Zarate received no money and was instead met by police and charged with aggravated robbery.
Duh.
Then there was the man who gave the people he was robbing something even stupider. The unnamed robber walked into a London bank carrying a gun and a bag, which he'd take to the front desk before demanding £700,000 in cash from the bank worker. But after making his demands, the crook handed over his gun to the cashier instead of the bag. Investigating authorities stated, the guess is that he is very inexperienced and panicked when he approached the cashier, handing over his gun instead of a bag by mistake. But it was Trevor Jones who left an even more damning piece of evidence at his crime scene.
Damn.
After breaking into a house in Atlanta, Jones took a moment to check his Facebook on the owner's computer before leaving without logging out. Less than 3 years later,
Brother, how addicted to social media are you that you have to go to social media while you're robbing a house? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. But at some point, this stories kind of feel made up because this is so stupid. Like, this stories kind of feel made up, man.
Similar story entered news headlines, reading a 26-year-old Minnesota man has been tracked down by police after leaving his Facebook profile logged in at a house he allegedly robbed, although this story has a much funnier ending. The homeowner decided to message the robber via his Facebook, stating, "You left a few things at my house last night, how can I get them back to you?" which was followed by the robber agreeing to come back to the home so he could collect the stuff he forgot. However, the robber didn't get any of his items back and was instead arrested while still wearing a watch that he'd stolen from the night before. While both of these idiots used social media poorly, at least they didn't brag about the robbery in a YouTube video, as is what happened in the bizarre case of Hannah Sabata. In 2012, at the age of 19, Sabata stole $6,000 from a bank in Nebraska, and while almost anybody else would have simply kept quiet, Hannah instead took to her YouTube channel Jelly Beanie to upload a video titled Chick Bank Robber, in which she'd straight up admit to having just committed a robbery. She'd then discuss her entire methodology for the crime while showing the money and the amount that had been stolen, before concluding the video by describing the vehicle she had used. Information eventually resulted in Hannah Sabata's arrest and sentencing of 10 to 20 years prison, done so in a public courtroom filled to maximum capacity with people who had seen the video. Just 2 years prior to this, 21-year-old Frank Singleton was being released from Palm Beach County Jail, having just served time for a trespassing charge. The only issue was he didn't have a car to leave the jail, so he decided to steal one from the visitor's parking lot, yet the car he decided to steal was a manual and he could only drive auto. Singleton sat in the car looking like an idiot before being arrested and sentenced to a further 6 years in prison.
Oh my god, bro. You had one job.
Telling deputies that he tried to take the car because he didn't feel like walking to his home about 6 miles away. And while you may be sat here thinking that these criminals can't get any dumber, it's time to introduce
You can't, bro. You seriously can't.
3-year-old Michael.
Oh my god, I literally just realized. Oh shit. I just realized that I haven't been showing the screen this whole time. Oh god, I haven't been showing the screen this whole time, G. Nah, you can't be serious. Oh god. Yep, I fucked up this whole live stream and now I don't have any more time because I need to go to work. Oh, for fuck's sake. Nah, bro. Nah. You can't be serious. So yeah, this is the girl who stole the $6,000, whatever, and posted on her YouTube video. And this is the guy who got arrested for stealing a car just after prison and was sentenced back to 6 years. You know what? Nah. You know what? Today wasn't being a good day yet. Anyway, literally the last 2 days hasn't been a good day. Like that's why I'm oh my like the last few days hasn't been April. Yesterday I got my bike stolen. Oh like brother, there's so many shit. Oh, you know what? Let's just finish it over here. I'm sorry guys. We'll come back tomorrow. I'm really sorry, but we'll come back tomorrow. Anyway, hey, thank y'all for watching, man. Hey, tomorrow I'll try to come back with a clearer head and come back with a better plan to do all of this because what I wanted to work on I've worked on. Now I need to like let's say kind of like improve the quality and whatever else there is to improve so I can make the stream better. Because otherwise it's gonna be very disorganized. I don't know what to do and it's such like with a limited time. Yeah, this fucking shit as well. Ah man. Okay. You know what? Let's